All right, let's just pause this right here. I just wanted to let you guys know that if you guys get this video 50,000 likes, then I'm going to do everything in my power to turn this Jeep amphibious, and I will drive it across the pond. So if you want to see that, go ahead and leave a like. All right, I told you guys that if you got me 5,000 likes on a picture of this Jeep, I would buy it and test it out. You gave me 10,000, so here we are. All right, so this thing was $2,500. So let's see what you get for that. The first thing that you get is, if you saw my other video, you get a very loose ball joint. You can see that's all just ball joint play. So that's very, very comforting. You get a 125cc engine that I think is out of like a dirt bike or something that's been fit to fit like a Jeep frame. I'll insert some pictures, but you also get a battery that tries to explode whenever you charge it. So that was very comforting. You get the ability to not really be able to turn, because if you saw my other video, it turned, whenever I first bought it, it turned really, really good to the right, but almost not at all to the left. And it still turns better to the right than it does to the left, but I adjusted some things. So now it just kind of turns like mediocre to the right and mediocre to the left. The steering honestly really, really sucks. You have headlights. You also have blinkers. And then you also have a horn. The horn's actually really loud. This thing also has like a really long seat. I have just a ShamWow sitting here because it's like an absolute torrential downpour today. So you get this long seat that doesn't really make any sense because I'm 6'2", so this thing is obviously made for people that are smaller. So if I sit with my back all the way against the backrest and I just put my arms out, I can't even reach the steering wheel. So you have to kind of like lean forward. And then if you want to reach the gear shifter, which this thing has 3 forward gears, neutral and reverse. So if I want to reach the gear shifter, you got to sit like this. If you want to sit with your back, well, your back's not even touching at this point. You're just like leaning forward. So you have to kind of sit like way up. And then you have all this room back here, which doesn't make much sense. And then this backrest has like no support whatsoever. The handrail is the same way, almost no support on either side. This is like very, if you really need this thing, this is very comforting that it would probably just break off in a heartbeat. The whole thing overall just really kind of feels like a death trap, to be honest. It's really, really like bouncy and like weird, but for some reason it's really fun. And then lastly, around here at the back, you get a spare gas tank, which actually seems to be like a pretty well built gas tank. I have like maybe a quarter tank of gas in here. It's all metal. It doesn't seem to be leaking. It doesn't have that new, all the really new bad EPA nozzles that leak all over the place. That actually seems pretty good. And then you have a spare tire. So we should have everything we need. So before we go any farther, this video is sponsored by Factor. A little warning, if your cooking skills are like mine, this is the one for you. Factory is a food delivery service that delivers fresh, never frozen meals straight to your door. And all of the Factor meals are curated by a team of culinary experts, and they only use the freshest ingredients in all the Factor meals. So the way that the meal plans work is that you can get from between 4 and 18 meals per week, depending on your specific needs. And you can easily add meals, you can take meals away, you can do whatever you need to fit your specific needs. And if you need to, you can even skip a week. And now my favorite part, and the part that I love the most about these type of meals, is that they are easy to cook. You just take them out of the cardboard sleeve, put them in the microwave for 2 minutes, and then bam, you're done. Peel the plastic off and eat it. It's simple, it's easy. I love that. And for me, in my everyday life, that is about as good as it gets. Just as anything that I can just walk to the fridge, pull it out, put it in the microwave, it's done. That's absolutely perfect for me, and I'm sure it's perfect for a lot of you. And it doesn't even stop there. You can also amp up your order with things like, with add-ons like proteins, juices, energy bites, desserts, smoothies. They have a nice, I think, strawberry banana and some tropical fruit. These things are delicious. So if you're interested, you can go to factor75.com and use code TylerTube50 at checkout, and you will get 50% off your first Factor box. And all the links will be in the description. All right, so the first test that we're gonna do is, the internet says this thing goes 37 miles an hour. The gauge on the inside is only in kilometers, and I don't know the conversion. So I'm just gonna go as fast as I possibly can in this field, and I'm gonna report the speed in kilometers, and then it'll just be converted in the video. And then I'm going to also tell you how the ride is to see if it is very stable or not. Huh? All right, let's go. See what I mean? This turning radius is horrible. All right. I want to say I'm not scared, but I'm actually a little bit terrified. My gauge was kind of foggy. I think it was about 55 kilometers an hour. All right, my gauge is really foggy, but I think it was about 55 kilometers an hour. So whatever that works out to in miles an hour, I think 60 is like, might be 60 kilometers, might be 40 miles an hour. So it's probably like right at 37, what it's supposed to do. As far as the ride, this field is kind of rough, and it's honestly kind of just feels like a death trap. Like you just like could die at any moment. For some reason that makes it extremely fun. So I guess let's try to find like a hill that we can climb and see if we can make it. All right, so this is gonna be the hill climb. You can see I'm like just a tiny little speck down there. I'm gonna see if I can make it all the way up. All right, so here's a look at the hill. I know you can't really see much, but it's crazy steep. Oh, see if we can make it up. Okay, that was way better than I expected. I don't even think I spun at all. I just crawled right up it. And this is a super steep hill, and it's been raining all day. So this is literally the worst conditions possible. That's insane, honestly. Hopefully these brakes hold. So this is gonna be the next hill climb. This one, I don't think it's gonna make it just because it's so steep and it's so like super sloppy, sticky mud, but we'll give it a shot. All right, here we go. This is gonna be a problem. I don't think we have enough space to get a run. All right. Let's see if I can get going in second gear. I I don't think there's any chance that I can get up this. There's no way. All right, let's try a new angle. No. First gear, I'm dead within 2 feet. All right, here we go. I feel like it wants to flip over backwards, is what I feel. I am impressed it's going with all this mud. All right, I don't think we're gonna make it up this hill. So now, since we couldn't make it up the hill and it's so muddy, I have a nice little donut zone right here. We're gonna see if we can do some nice donut. All right, let's see. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do them to the left. We're gonna do them to the right, probably. Like I said, the right steers way better. All right. The brakes don't work whenever it's muddy. That tree didn't know what was coming. Ugh. Oh, don't tell me we're stuck now. All right, well, you can actually do semi-decent donuts. All right, we got one final little hill climb. That's probably an in-between of the first one we did and the second one that we did that was too steep. But this one I can actually get a pretty good run. So I should be able to make it up it, but we'll see. All right, here we go. We're going in second gear. Oh, easy, easy. All right, now we're gonna do some trail riding and see how we do. See if we can make it through these trails. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, I think we're gonna do just fine. actually doing pretty good. Oh, that was easy. This is so easy. This thing is such a beast. Oh yeah. Oh, oh. I think this is about the end of this trail. Naturally, it starts raining again. The traction on this thing is so impressive. I don't know if it's maybe where I'm like sitting on top of the wheels, so it like gives it so much more weight. But I thought that since it's only two-wheel drive, I thought traction would be like my biggest issue, but it doesn't seem to be a problem at all. Oh, jeez. Okay. Woo. All right. Oh, a little rougher this way, I guess. Big hill. Oh. All right. Oh, that's fun. All right. We're back to the beginning. That was, I'm honestly, I'm very impressed. So, this thing has absolutely blown my expectations out of the water. For one, I know the first thing I complained about was the steering. The steering actually ends up not being that big of an issue, especially if you're on like a trail or something. The only time it's really annoying is if you're trying to turn around because you got to make like a 27-point turn to just turn around. Other than that, it's actually not too bad. It's also actually surprisingly stable, even like on a rough terrain at high speed. It's way more stable than you think it is. I thought this thing would ride like a complete death trap and feel like you're about to die at any moment, but it's surprisingly stable. You see we have a pond back here. So you gave me 5,000 likes to buy it, or I asked for 5,000, you gave me 10,000. So what I would like to do is offer a challenge. If you get this video 50,000 likes, I will make this thing, or I'll try my best to make this thing amphibious, and I will drive it into this pond. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one.